The next situation we're going to take a look at is when we've gone through all the previous steps. They were trying to hit us. We tried to pull them in. It didn't work. We got shin shields. They stood up. We did the proper hip placement to get the foot on the hips and keep them at bay. We know that if they keep leaning into us, we can either just bring them back in and get them back into our regular closed guard game for self-defense, or spring kick them away and stand up and base. The problem is, if they don't commit their weight, we can't kick them away. So we have to know what to do. Even though the focus of what we're working on right now is the closed guard for self-defense, it doesn't make sense to not at least understand what to do when the guard opens or when they're not in our guard, and we have to play from the guard, an open guard, when they're trying to hit us, they're trying to kick us. Okay, so we're here in the guard. I have Stefan in my closed guard. He's trying to hit me. I came here, boom. He stands up and keeps leaning the weight, so I decide, hips high, shin shield, foot to the hip, foot to the hip. But now he takes the weight off here. He maybe stays at my feet, but he's not committed. So there's no way I can spring kick him away. There's no way I can pull him back into my guard. And if I don't know what to do here, if he just throws my legs to the side, now he's going to come with a little Bob Sapp, and I'm going to wake up a very unhappy camper. So first thing we have to address is, before even someone this close to us, say he's far away. Here, he decides to back up. If he steps over here, I can't stay here. I'm breaking the first rule of martial arts, which is always keep the opponent in front of you. So if he went to my right, you can use either foot, but I like to put my right foot down and pivot here. He goes to the left, boom. You always have to be 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock with your partner. You always have to be facing them. He goes the other way. We have this method of circling. If he is a little further away and he's circling, we can rock here and use, notice I use my elbows to help me rotate here. If he's a little closer, I'm not so big on this in self-defense. I could use my knees. You'll see, obviously, my face is open. So if he goes to one side, I can use this leg to hook. He goes the other way, I can use this leg to hook. The issue is, because my face is open, I can't accept this in self-defense. So when I do this, I keep a foot on his hip here. He circles, no luck. He goes the other way, I switch here. Now, why is the foot on the hip? In case it's not clear, try to hit. Boom, he doesn't have the ability to hit here. So one is just keeping the opponent in front of you. Really, really important. Now, if he is close enough here, one thing he will try to do, as we said, is grab my ankle and just toss it to the side here. Not cool. So when he does that, we'll have Stefan go slow. I'm actually going to push back into his hand and down. Go ahead. And that helps me lift my hips against his pressure. So he's basically pushing me. If he, hold on one sec. If he pushes me to the side and I don't respond, my hips start tilting this way. I can't accept that. He pushes, I lift my hips, and I put this foot over. Now he tries to hit. No distance, no distance. He's not close enough. I have distance control. We come back here. He goes to the other side. Boom. And then we reset. And this is just a great drill, even outside of self-defense for jiu-jitsu practitioners. This is just good for guard retention. And grab my pants. Just for the jiu-jitsu practitioners who are watching, you'll be surprised with how much high-level sport jiu-jitsu actually comes out of self-defense. Say Stefan does a sport pass, he does a leg drag. My answer is the same. My response to a leg drag, which is a sophisticated guard pass, is my self-defense 101. How do you keep the person in front of you? So this re-looping is really important, whether he's, boom, here. Whether he's on your pants, on your ankles, it doesn't matter. Because when he pushed me to the side, he's forcing me to violate the first rule. Keep him in front of me. I have to reset that. Now, when we're here, or sometimes when we're here and he's leaning into us, he doesn't like this and he tries to throw our legs to one side. When by the knees, for example. If he throws my legs to one side and I collapse, yeah, bad news. So when we're here, he tries to throw, boom, I catch him with my instep. He tries to go the other way, boom. But when I do, notice now even my ribs are off the ground. Try to touch. Look at the distance control. And if I still felt, you can lean down. You can, oh, okay, this is no good. Even though my hips are fully up. Okay, distance. And we're not talking yet about taking arm bars, taking submissions when he overextends. Right now we're just talking about keeping safe. So let's go back to that. So we're here, he tries to throw legs to the side. Boom, I have to hook. He tries to throw. Boom, I have to hook. I don't want to have to use this technique if I can avoid it. Here. So before we can look at getting aggressive, before we can look at sweeping this person, hitting them from here, we have to make sure that we can stay in front of them, because if you lose that contact, if you lose that relationship of facing the opponent, everything's going downhill.